news report on it on the local news, and they said they really didn't have much details to report on, and they were going to try to search that out.
Well, they don't want to report on it.
Probably not.
After that deal I went to yesterday, they were talking about all the stuff they did in Colorado, how under the table it was until they got caught. And it was pretty interesting. This Dr. Nordman, I don't remember his first name, but he was the one that was at the big town of Vesper yesterday and gave the talk.
So we're going to put together a resolution?
I gave Bill and Darren just one they handed out to everybody, and then there's a lot more to it even than that, but they're calling it different things so people don't know it's the national heritage. They're calling it the Limestone and Post Rock Coalition is another name they're using. And so if they come in and lease 30% of yours up and buy it and you get a perpetual lease on it, then when you die, then it goes back to the feds. They actually sell it off multiple times, like to a corporation will actually buy it. And that's who will control it. So it was quite interesting. I was in the little town of Vesper, a population 10, there was 350 plus people there yesterday.
But a resolution will stop it.
Resolution and a cease and desist order will end it permanently in your county. So, there was quite a few county commissioners there yesterday. People from Hayes were there also. It was a pretty good gathering. Like I say, I was surprised when I got to Vesper. I thought, wow, looked like I was attending a big farm auction. There was a lot of pickups. Everybody drove pickup.
Okay, are we ready? The Ellis County Public Building Commission meeting will now come to order.
That's right.
And Bobby, I believe we do have all of our members here. No changes on the agenda, I do not believe. Approval of prior minutes. Did we have prior minutes from January 11th?
We did have.
Okay.
Yep. Fine with me.
Okay, then the minutes will stand as submitted. Consideration of any accounts payable. Anything there, Darren?
I don't think so.
Negative.
What?
Negative.
Okay.
We will have one coming up for the final, the door project for one of the judges. That project is complete, which I'll report here in a second.
Okay, project manager report.
The door is about complete. We did issue that PO late last year to have that third floor door to the judge's chambers open, so that way he can exit his office instead of having to go around for where the court was at or where his dais was at up at the top. So that's about done. The elevator project is done as well, and that's why you'll see some of the equipment listed on the Purple Wave auction on the commission meeting. We're going to try to sell off some of those equipment parts. So that has been done, and then as the commission is aware, we're getting started on that roof project for the top of the LEC and getting it designed, and we got a meeting set up next week, I believe, to kind of go through that, dig through that a little bit deeper, as well as won't be part of the PVC, but he's also coming out to look at the Public Works building conceptual designs. We've had some meetings with Public Works to start looking at that, so that's kind of overall the big projects within the county.
Okay. Any questions for Darren? Okay. I don't believe we have any executive sessions with this. Okay, we will adjourn the meeting at 5:04 p.m. Okay, the meeting of the Ellis County Board of Commissioners then will be called to order. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Bobby, if you'd like to call the roll.
Commissioner Dean Hazelhorst.
Present.
Commissioner Chair Butch Schleier.
Present.
Commissioner Neil Younger.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Order of business, I don't believe there's any changes to the order of business this evening, and we do have one executive session. April 5th prior minutes, any concerns about those?
Look good.
Okay, then the minutes will stand as submitted. Do I hear a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion for the consent agenda to approve A through G.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Issues from persons not on the order of business. Don't see anyone out there. Okay, monthly financial report. Fellow commissioners, you have any concerns or questions about the financial report?
I did not, Butch.
Okay. Then the next agenda item would be the 718 main lease agreement. Darren?
Good evening, Commissioner. Darren Myers, County Administrator. As the Commission is aware, the Adams Brown lease for the second floor of the 718 main building is coming up for renewal. And with staff's discussion between us and Adams Brown, we've put together the lease that is attached within your packet for approval tonight. It is an increase to account for the amount of space that they have now acquired up throughout the second floor of the building. And the next couple of years is the first 5-year term after the initial renewal is decreased into account to help them recoup some of their costs for some remodeling that they would want to do up on the second floor. And staff has been in discussion with them to ensure that when they do their remodelings, they work with our buildings and grounds technician to ensure that the renovations are in coordination with our HVAC upgrades, potential upgrades, to make sure that they run efficiently and effectively and get the natural ventilation that is needed up there. Staff has no concerns with the lease nor with the tenants and suggests that we move forward with the lease.
Okay. Any concerns or questions regarding the lease?
I have none.
Nope.
I move to approve the lease agreement with Adams, Brown, Barron, and have the commission chair sign the lease, please.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Okay, the next item on the agenda is the Purple Wave. Darren?
As the commission is aware, each year, we usually have one Purple Wave auction to try to sell off the government auction site excess equipment or equipment that's been replaced or is no longer used. The agenda item lists several departments. It's got many items that they would like to sell. The only one that is not listed that I was contacted after the publication was made was Noxious Weed has a pallet jack that they'd like to add to the list. And I will also note at the bottom of the agenda, the Victoria Fire Department, as part of their CARES money last year, received new SCBA's, and they would like to try to sell their old ones. And I offered to put this on the list. It would not be any funds from that being sold would not come to Ellis County. It would get made directly to the city of Victoria. So staff is just asking your blessing to be able to move forward with that so we can contact Purple Wave and get the items listed.
Okay. I think in the past, we've been somewhat successful with this, haven't we?
Correct. They come out and based on their experience, I know Bobby's office has had some stuff that we've looked at, and they said that there's really no value to it, that they don't even think it would sell. And at that point, we've just disposed of it out the landfill. But most of the time, we get what we expect, or maybe a little bit more. I know some of the fire trucks have brought some decent money in the past.
Well, I'm in favor of doing it. So, gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
I think we should just go forward with it like you planned.
Only question I have on the traffic counters, do we have new ones or, okay,
They're old ones that they no longer use, and I think it was part of their cleaning up and some of the remodeling that they've done out there at the building that they've
okay, very good.
located. Yeah, Brandon shaking his head yes.
Okay, very good.
Okay, proceed. Okay, the next item is the Catherine Fire Public Protection Classification.
I guess I'll put my fire chief hat on this one, and I can probably speak a lot more to this than a lot of the other items, but I think we're trying to break a record for the length of the meeting tonight, so I'll make it short. It's pretty straightforward. The public protection classification is the rating that is given to us by the Insurance Services Office based on the evaluation of the fire department. It's how well we do, how much training hours we have, the type of fire engine, the response to the area, fire hydrants, the communications center, A whole bunch of different values get or a whole bunch of different areas of the county gets evaluated, and then we get a rating based off of that. The two biggest hindrances that we get out of the Catherine Fire Protection Area within the city of Catherine, I guess I can explain a little bit. There's two ratings. One, in a normal town, I guess, if it's incorporated or not, you'll have one for the city, and then since Catherine has fire hydrants, you'd get another classification for any area outside the city up to 1,000 feet, and then you get a rating up to 5 miles from the station. But the classification that we receive for Catherine does not meet the minimum qualifications to get a better rating because the fire hydrants that are out there do not meet the minimum flow specifications, as well as the fire engine that was purchased 2012, I believe, doesn't meet the minimum size to be classified as a Type A engine. So with that, their rating is a 9/10, which is the same rating as we received in the past. Interesting enough, Catherine actually has more fire hydrants than the city of Shinshin, but their ratings don't flow as high as Shinshin. Their water tower is about a quarter mile outside of town on top of a hill. So they have enough fire hydrants, but their water flow doesn't exceed 250 gallons a minute on enough of them to meet that. So good news is they don't regress. They stay at their same rating. And just wanted the commission to be aware of that. So then if you had any questions.
No, I guess you do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah, you can't provide the best fire protection in the entire county because you would have to build 900 square miles. You'd have to have every area of the county would have to be within 5 miles of a fire station. So if you do your math on that, you'd probably have to have 50 fire stations to have the whole entire county classified. So we do the best we can.
Okay. Any questions for Darren, commissioners?
No?
Okay. County Administrator report, Darren.
I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't done. I do not have a report tonight.
Okay. County Commissioner reports. Commissioner Hazelhorse.
Yesterday I went to that land grab, which I know many of you have already received phone calls, fellow commissioners, and you've heard a lot about that. It's called the National Heritage Foundation, or National Heritage, depends upon how it was dressed. I believe the paperwork the county got was National Heritage, wasn't it, Darren?
I believe so.
So basically what they're trying to do is, it's called 30 by 30 grab. It's 30% water, 30% ag land. And I did give Mr. Jeter and our county administrator a proposed resolution that we could look at adopting here in the future after Bill reviews it maybe. And also they did talk a lot about having your county attorney, I guess it has to be done through the county attorney, to issue a cease and desist order to where they can't come into your county at all. But that does have to be done through the county attorney. What basically they're doing, they're paying easements to people that own ground, not maybe telling them the whole story that this easement is for a lifetime. So they want an easement to come on your property to see what you have, and they're paying you a few dollars to do that, and then this easement is for life. Some of the things they've already done, they do have an office now in Lucas, Kansas. Other names they're going by is called the Limestone Post Rock Coalition. In Lyon County, they are trying to ban all barbed wire fences in the county. They have to be smooth wire fences, but it looks like that has gotten shot down by county commissioners and other people. They're really endorsing green space. A green space is anything that is outside of the city limits. So if they go outside of your city limits 100 feet and they see that area right there, they want to turn that into green space, that is considered a park. They can do that anywhere in your county. So something else to be aware of. I went to the big town of Vesper, Kansas yesterday to this. A little over 350 people was there. Speaker was very good. Actually, two speakers were all very good. So it's something I think we need to really be on top of. Like I said, they've already put an office in Lucas, Kansas. And some of the guys that were there from the area said they've already been contacted by them and told them they couldn't come on their property, but they're already out. And what they're doing, they're using college kids to go knock on doors. That's their other thing they're doing. And it's being pushed by I think it's the National Wildlife and Parks, right, Neil? Maybe?
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
National Park Service Midwest Region Heritage Partnership Program is one name they're using, and anything that you do, whether it's cease and desist or any of the above, you do send it to them. There's another professor, Kim Wilson, at the University of Nebraska. She is also part of the National Heritage Area Management Entity also. So it's a 49 county deal in Nebraska and Kansas is what they're trying to take over. So very interesting yesterday. It was definitely worth the drive to Vesper America. So it was all good. That's all I have.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see what Counselor comes up with regarding a resolution on that, so.
I'm guessing we probably won't get anything on the next Monday's agenda, so it'll probably be the 1st of May. 1st of May. Does that work for you, Mr. Jeter?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd work great.
Commissioner Younger?
I did go to Mr. Biddle's retirement. Got an excellent tour from Jason. Thank you, Jason. What a facility we have. I had not been in it. I've been on the outside of it. You talk about safety. Jason has it. I mean, our employees don't have to strain themselves. That means a lot to me and our community. So thank you, Jason. That's all I have.
And I have no report. Executive session?
Motion for executive session. I move the Board of County Commissioners recess to executive session under the following exception to the Kansas Open Meeting Act pursuant to the non-elected personnel matter exception. The subject is a personal matter. 20 minutes. Bill Jeter, Jason Kennedy, Darren Myers, and the Commissioners.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
went in?
Yeah. She locked us out.
Yeah, you know I wouldn't do that.
Gotta watch it.
Okay, there's no action, and the meeting will adjourn at 5:51.